Hello!
Hi.
You gonna play Wytchwood?
No, I'm just gonna sit here and we're gonna listen to it.
We're just gonna listen to this soothing liquid banjo. It is kind of nice. It's got like the rainy shit going on. A little unsettling banjo.
Some fucking goth Americana for everybody. I don't remember how to play this game.
So I think where you left off, you were going back to the hospital to confront the leech doctor. Is one of the what are these people that you're like trying to fight or something?
The goat referred to them as souls that I need to get, like specific ones. Okay. And it's leech.
You got a list in your journal or something.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if I can remember, because it's the leech, the bear, the oxen, and then there's another one, but I don't remember what it was.
Because we've seen the leech and the bear.
Yeah. Like, I have it to where I'm going to confront the leech now, but I'm almost done with the bear. I need... Oh, what was the shit? It says down there in the corner, right on it. Okay. Journal, the bear. I need to craft this metamorphosis elixir.
Okay.
I think okay, I do have that. I need to get into his tent, but his,
like, general...
his whatever, the dude under him says if you make me... what was it? It was like a power talisman. I'll let you in.
Yeah, something like that.
But I don't remember which one of these things it is. Create a protective talisman for the
Protective talisman for the sergeant.
Because this says wicked gemstone.
What is that one with the one down under the...
It's this.
Oh, okay.
So I need to make that wicked gemstone. That's what it is. So I need more dog fur.
Dog fur, okay.
Which I know where to get.
Yeah.
So that should be easy to do once I'm done here. Do you have anything? It says I'm just supposed to look through her office.
Yeah.
While the leech is busy with her patients, you rifle through the contents of the various cabinets in her office. Mostly dried herbs and potions. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. That is until you notice a suspicious-looking bookcase set against the wall. The books are all fake, just chopped-down spines glued to a solid plank. Your fingers race across the medical titles and quickly find a loose volume. With a click of a switch, the whole bookcase swings open to reveal a secret compartment. Your heart jumps at the sight. Racks upon racks of bottled blood are arranged like fine wines. Each vessel meticulously catalogs the name, description, and age of its source. It looks like that thirsty slug's been sapping the living for years. On a nearby table, you spy a decanter, half filled with ruby-red liquid. You wonder whose blood it contains. A dash of salt would remind that slimy worm that there's worse things out there than bloodsuckers.
Poison this lady.
Yeah, I need to make salt. So how do I make salt?
Spirit salts.
Actually, I have a means to do it. Wait. That's embalming salts.
Yeah.
It says useful against bloodsuckers, so I assume this is what it wants me to make. You sprinkle a generous amount of embalming salts collected from the graves of the leech's victims into the decanter. As the salt dissolves into the bloody cocktail, you hear the telltale squelching of the good doctor's approach.
What are you doing? Can't you see that this is my private office? I already helped you enough, so there's no reason you ought to be here.
She hastily shuffles you out of the room.
Now get out. This place is only for the sick.
You're certainly right about that. You walk just out of sight before doubling back to hide behind a withered get-well bouquet. You peer at the vexed leech as she slithers around her office, checking every cabinet and locker for tampering. She mutters something expletive about nosy old women. Satisfied, she sighs with relief and reaches to pour herself a glass from the tainted decanter.
Ah, that addition of black fever adds a certain nutty quality. Maybe it will pair well with an infusion of peak moss palsy in the next batch. She takes a sip, waiting just a moment before throwing her head back and guzzling it all down. A lovely, sharp flavor, full body too. Suddenly, the leech snaps to attention. Her limbs dart out, writhing with uncontrollable gestures. She stabilizes herself against the table as sweat pools. The decanter shatters against the floor in an explosion of glass. What's happening? The leech spasms as the tendrils of ghostly spirits begin to suck the moisture from her body. You watch as she dwindles in size, shrinking like some horrible raisin. Like a raisin.
You inspect the mummified worm, pressing it between your fingers lightly. Drained by the very spirits she was supposed to be healing. In your fingertips, you make out the faintest of heartbeats, the soul of the leech.
It's just like Dark Souls, man. You kill them, you take their soul. You gotta forge it into a weapon now.
Do you have anything to say to me? No, she's just saying, oh, this was happening under my nose the whole time? Okay, now I gotta go get some dog fur.
Dog fur.
Where was the portal? It was like right here, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like an old tree up here somewhere.
Because it ended up being somewhere very close by. I think that troll wanted something, but I don't remember what.
He wants you to pay him the troll toll.
I don't want to get into any boy's hole. This is just the closest dog I can think of.
Do you have the stuff to make him go to sleep? Okay, I guess so.
It's weird using items in this sometimes. It doesn't feel like it's working. You can only get one per.
Soot Sprite.
Also, the wheel works opposite to the way I think it should. Like, this is going up, this is going down.
That's strange. Oh, my feet are hot. It's pretty chilly this week. Like the temperature has dropped significantly here.
So much so that we've had to move up, rearranging the living room for my plants to come back in.
Oh yeah, our living room is a mess right now. We're having to basically have to pack some shit up because we just don't have room for shit. So like we're literally packing up a bunch of media right now. Like packing up VHS, packing up Blu-rays, packing up physical video game copies. And I'm consolidating my records down from 4 shelves to 3. Because we're going to have to move a shelf to fit all your plants in this year.
I got too many damn plants.
You don't have too many plants.
I just bought 2 the other day.
I have too many records.
Yes, this is where I want to go the other way, is the swamp.
Alright, so you got talisman.
Here, this ought to shield you from harm for a time.
He grins nervously as he puts the charm around his neck. Then he daubs himself in...
Clobbers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the spacing between that T
Yeah.
and that L is almost non-existent.
Yeah, I was wondering what dauber meant. Then he clobbers himself in the face with his own fist. Wow, you weren't kidding. Though that's nowhere near the kind of punishment the bear can dish out. I better find some more stuff to test it out with, then I'll give that bear a piece of my mind. He stumbled off into the camp to find the objects to try against his newfound protection, leaving the bear's tent unattended. Oh, you got a teddy bear. What else is going on in here? Not nothing.
Nope. Can't even look in that barrel even though it said it was something.
Barrel, get it? Because he's a bear.
Yeah,
You think that's some clever wordplay?
very. This little Link puppet.
I don't know. He's some kind of little soldier.
Okay, and I still need honey, I think.
Yeah, there's like that beekeeper over here who won't give you any honey. I don't remember if we even know what he wants.
He doesn't say he wants anything. Oh, I guess I already got the honey. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Ladle out a good portion of the metamorphosis potion into the brewery. To be safe, you add a little bit more, just for texture. The frothing basin of the brewery stands ready for the right ingredients. You pause before dropping the tattered plaything into the brewery. A glint of its button eye reminds you of something, but the thought soon evaporates from your mind. You overturn your palm, and the stuffed bear splashes down into the concoction. It floats sadly for a moment before becoming waterlogged and disappearing under the
You
surface.
put a teddy bear in the brew?
Yeah.
In the mead?
Okay, I guess I don't have honey. I just need to find honey somewhere. So, yeah, did I not?
Yeah, go back to the... I think it's to the left, right?
No, I have to go back through the forest.
To get to the beekeeper?
Yeah. There's nothing over here.
Oh, my bad. Look at this big striped pants.
Uh-huh. That's what mercenaries and shit used to wear. There's also this dude with the cart who was supposed to be bringing the shit, but I don't...
Well, he's saying all of his honey is ruined.
Okay, that's dumb. I don't see how it can all be ruined.
Honey goes bad pretty easy.
It doesn't.
It literally doesn't.
There's still a little gnome man running around in the field.
Oh
I
yeah,
know
we don't
what he
know
wants.
what the gnome wants at all. Heidi-ho, I'm afraid we're closed for the season.
Closed, but I need some of your honey right away.
Sorry, our supply was cleaned out just a little while ago. Funny little man with a cart, you just missed it.
Yes, I've met him. He's the quartermaster for the Bear, but he had a bit of an accident on the road. I need to collect some more honey for the Lakeshore camp.
The Bear? Well, that explains why that quartermaster purchased so dang much. I heard that lumbering bully would steal the nectar from a larva if it had suit him. My poor bees have already worked themselves half to death for that order, and they don't have any honey left. Milked it all out. I wish I could do something to help you, but the only honey left in the entire apiary is Her Majesty's personal reserve.
Her Majesty?
Why, my sweet spring flower, the jewel of my crown, the golden sun of my...
Yes, get on with it.
My beloved queen, she's as lovely as she is wise and resides over her flowered kingdom. A shrill voice pierces the meadow and sends chills down your spine. Slave! Where is my dinner? Want you to bring me the finest of flowers. Right away, my love. And make it pretty this time. I don't want another of your dandelion bouquets like some common wasp. Yes, my sweet.
I think I'd better have an audience with this queen myself. Is that like a huge bee or a normal sized bee?
It's a huge bee. Yeah, it looks like the bees are down to the mouth there.
Are they hostile?
Oh yeah, they look real. Oh, there she is. Bee.
Doesn't even tell me what to do.
I think you just gotta go talk to her. The regal insect looks down her curled nose at you scornfully. That fool beekeeper is supposed to stop the rabble from trampling my delicate garden.
Good help is so hard to find, isn't it?
And I suppose you've come to lend a hand. No, I don't think so. What do you want, little beetle?
You seem like a very busy woman, so I won't waste your time. I need honey, your best honey.
She tilts her long neck back and lets out a buzzing laugh. Huh? Do you think I simply give my carefully cultivated riches to any common? Do you have any idea how much time and energy is spent managing this colony? Everyone always wants something, but no one ever wants to work for it.
In a rustle of petals, the beekeeper comes running over, holding out an assortment of beautiful prairie flowers.
My darling sweetheart, I offer you the finest meadow flowers. I hope you find these to your liking. Is this marigold? You wax-brained fool! You know I despise the stuff! How many times must I repeat myself? Get out of my sight, all of you! My love, I have wronged you. Let me try again.
You follow the beekeeper a short distance away while he busies himself picking more flowers. She seems to be in a foul mood. Does she always treat you like this?
Well, yes. But it's really usually my own fault. Sometimes when she really gets her venom up, a little bit of smoke and soothing herbs calms her right down.
Smoke, you say? Electric Wizard starts playing. I'm sure I could come up with something to even out her mood.
Tirith says, just got here, and I am confronted with a harsh Tuesday voice acting moment. It said her voice was shrill. I had to go for it. I love this beekeeper. He's so, like, chill over there, just humming his little tune.
Okay, so I need to make a smoke bomb, I need to make witch spice, and I need to make soporific poison. Can I make any of those right now? I need water. There's a...
Water?
Over here in the fields. Workies.
Turkeys. Workies.
Here's the gnome. Everybody's favorite gnome.
Yeah, I don't know what that gnome's up to. I think he's up to no good.
Use this. So make that. Which spice?
Which spice?
What's the other shit? Smoke bomb. What is this? Clay. Okay.
Gotta go dig up some clay. With your shovel.
Can I get some here, or is this something different? Yep, this.
Oh, hell yeah. Cow.
See, that's where the ox is.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I haven't even started the shit for him yet. There's a little bandit camp here. Okay, so was that enough clay? I think it was.
Yep, just enough. What is that? Royal incense?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you found some.
Yeah.
You found some incense today.
Yeah, I thought we had used that up so long ago.
Was that the bergamot incense?
Yeah, it's bergamot patchouli incense with the bergamot scent, and it is very nice. I mean, not that I have a problem with the patchouli, it's just bergamot is nice.
Yeah. Turkeys.
I'm coming.
Gregory.
Bees! Bees!
What?
Do I need to give it to this beekeeper instead of her?
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I didn't realize I had an overflow inventory.
Oh, yeah. Here said I heard burger bun at first. Burger bun, where, when? Oh shit, she's knocking the fuck out. You sneak! Do you honestly believe that your little puff of smoke can... The queen fans herself lightly as the world begins to push and pull all around her. Woo! Does anyone else feel a little hot? Anyways, as I was saying, you can't just... The sparkling sun bears down on the queen like a warm summer's embrace. Man, look at all these beautiful colors! Have you always been so bright? Queen Bee stretches her arms across the sea of flowers, brushing the tips of her petals with glee. She arcs her limbs through the myriad of colors swirling about her head. It's gorgeous! Oh, and what a delicious smell! Cracking into the waxen walls of her hive, the queen pulls out a golden honeycomb. She proceeds to messily stuff the honey into her face. Delectable! So good! You have to try some, my dear. I've never tasted anything so delicious in my life. She offers up a sticky handful to you.
Why, thank you, my queen.
You have obtained honeycomb. Oh, instead of bergamot. So Tears thought we said it was a burger bun.
Oh, burger bun scented incense. Yeah.
Dude, if I got incense that smelled like going into a McDonald's, that would be terrible because I would be hungry all the time.
We just have to step outside. Like, certain days, everything just smells like fast food outside.
It's
Because there's so many around here, because that's all you fucking get in the South.
Gregory says I'm all in on this voice acting. That one was a little stressful on the old throat. I'm gonna have to tone it down for the next character that we come across. I forgot we were doing voices in this game, or I would have gotten another drink. Might have to get up and get one in a minute. How are you doing, Greg?
As you squeeze the honeycomb with your bare hands, thick, rich honey slowly oozes into the brewery's tank. Too sweet for your taste, but then this potion is not for you. With the addition of the final ingredient, the brewing equipment is sealed and set to work. Steam hisses from rivets and its swollen metal belly clanks and rattles. Before long, the waggling fingers of the gauges and dials settle down, indicating that the brew is complete. You give a quick sniff test and recoil at the sickeningly sweet vapors. You push an empty wooden keg under the contraption's spigot and crank the release valve. The brewery strains under the pressure and fills the keg with chunky, oozing fluid. May not be the finest honey mead around, but hopefully that great raging galoot won't stop to notice the difference. Oh, I never took this ember.
Here it says we're doxing ourselves with the fast food coordinates, and we're gonna get triangulated by our haters.
Oh. You hate me. Ah, Captain, I've brought you more honey mead. The bear swipes up the tankard with his massive paw and tosses the contents into his slavering maw without hesitation. He licks his chops, savoring the peculiar flavor. With a sudden jerk, he bears down on you with suspicion.
Say, this tastes kinda funny. What did you do, soldier?
It's a new recipe. I thought you might enjoy something with a little more sting in it.
Ah, you know I hate new things. I'll teach you to mess with my favorite brew, you hayseed.
The bear is upon you with frightening speed. He raises his huge mace in his paw skyward, and you brace for the impact.
With an equal measure of speed, the sergeant leaps between the crashing mace and your head. You peer through your fingers as a great clang resounds through the camp.
Sorry. The bear roars furiously as his blow is magically repelled from the sergeant's talisman. The mace goes spinning out of his paw and falls into the lake with a great splash. He gapes, dumbfounded, as the sergeant stands before him completely unharmed.
Ha, that'll teach you to pick on us, you big oaf. This has been a long time coming. The sergeant wags his finger at the bear. Who do you think you are, huh? You think you're so big and tough with your fancy feather hat and your big honking club? Well, look at you now.
The camp soldiers gather to witness in stunned awe. Miraculously, the bear seems to shrink in the face of the sergeant's onslaught.
If it was up to me, you'd be dishonorably discharged for disorderly conduct. You're a disgrace to the uniform. You're no captain of mine.
With fear welling up in his eyes, the bear shrinks and shrinks until he is reduced to the size of a small cat.
And another thing, what's happening? In place of the bear's drunken grimace is the stitched smile of a doll's grin. Two button eyes stare back at the disapproving faces surrounding the little plush toy. Sergeant takes a step back to reveal a small heap of stuffed teddy bear where the brute once stood. Your transformative potion has finally done its work. Gee, I guess I overdid it. He scratches his head in befuddlement, but seems genuinely relieved. Hey, Sarge, I guess that means you're in charge now, right? Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Well, what are you all standing around for? The camp's a mess. Let's get to work.
You picked up the diminutive doll and brushed some sand out of its fur. As you inspect it further, its head lolls to face you. Far within the glassy surface of its button eyes, you can barely make out a tiny crimson flame, the trapped soul of the bear. This ought to be what that old goat is after. I hope he's happy.
Alright, so you got the soul of the bear and the soul of the leech. Right off the bat.
Yeah, I figured that's how it would work out when I stopped last time.
Greg says that his computer is having trouble. It's slow and laggy when he tries to stream music. Is that a recent thing, or has it always done that, or is it just getting worse, or what?
Eating all my mints.
Oh, these mints are so good. Keep eating them.
I say we just go and see the ox, see what that's about.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sleepy.
Yeah. Yeah, I slept like fucking shit last night. And then I got up this morning and I was like, why did I sleep so bad? I didn't take a nap yesterday.
We were out.
Yeah, we had to do errands and walk around a bunch yesterday. But then I'm like, oh, I had made coffee last night and I didn't even think about it, and I didn't make decaf. I made some of this other stuff we have. So I drank a bunch of like caffeinated coffee and went to bed because I'm stupid. A hefty gourd stands before you, wiping beads of dew off his bumpy forehead. I love this guy. He tilts up, excuse me. He tips up the brim of his hat and greets you with what you interpret as a smile. Welcome to my farm, stranger. What brings you out here?
How's it growing, farmer?
Oh, you know, not so bad. Trying my best to win the harvest competitions this year.
Well, you look to be making good progress. I'm sure you'll be a shoo-in for the blue ribbon.
You would think so, wouldn't you? But every year, without fail, that sour ox takes the prize. No matter how hard I work, I can't seem to outgrow his crops.
Careful now, you're beginning to sound like a sore loser.
Yeah. Not sore loser, I just think it's quite suspicious, don't you? Last year, the ox and his family grew the largest corn cobs I have ever seen. I was only barely able to get second place because of my own little helpers. He motions to his animated turnips and potatoes, busy with menial farm work. But this year, his crops are larger than ever before, even though his family is nowhere to be seen. It doesn't make any sense to me.
He's working the fields all by himself? What happened to his family?
That's the fishy part. No one knows. They just disappeared one day, and the ox, he has said nothing.
That does sound suspicious. Perhaps I'll go and ask him myself.
Yeah. His farm is down to the southwest. You can't miss it. I must get back to work. Veggies don't grow themselves, you know. Love this guy. Chickens?
Pheasants.
Pheasants.
There were more of those, bandits.
Who's this guy? Just a guy.
Yeah, just a guy.
Fucking hanging out with his turkey over here.
What was the ox's farm?
Just a man and his turkey. It's into the southwest. That's probably over there.
Okay, yeah. I just went the wrong way across something. Oh, that's the same bandit camp. My bad.
Oh, you haven't actually gone to The Ox's place.
Like, I stepped in, but I could see that he was just sort of out there, so I decided to wait.
Yeah, unfortunately, Greg, I guess 7 years is pretty old for a computer these days. Hate that.
Yeah. There's a changeling over here. Oh, that's what... Never mind, we already
Yeah, you had to
figured
get
that
one
out.
of those before. Dog.
Doggy.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Oh, I want to talk to this dude then.
Jesus Christ.
Are we good?
Hey, this is private property. What are you doing trespassing on my land?
Why, I just came to admire the glow of your crops, Master Ox. I heard you produce the most bountiful produce in the land.
Ha, well, you heard right. I work day in and day out till my hands are raw and my back is broken, but you won't find a finer farm anywhere else. He's on that fucking grind, bro. That Sigma grind set out here on his farm.
Hands? You ain't got hooves?
Huh. Yeah, what's his hand situation?
You're sure to take first prize at the Harvest Festival again. You and your family must be so proud.
The ox spits on the tilled soil. Ha! Those lazy louts never understood the pride and joy of devoting oneself to the land. What good's a family that gripes about hard labor? We'd never won any of those competitions if it wasn't for my sacrifice.
Where is your family then? I can't help but notice you're working all by yourself.
If you must know, those damnable bandits out by the South Bridge stormed in the place one night and stole them away.
Bandits? You don't seem very concerned about getting them back.
Ha, I'm better off. For all I know, they could have been already ransomed off for fertilizer. But if you're so worried, why don't you go talk to those bloody brigands yourself? Now get your big nose out of my field or I'll toss you in the compost heap. Yeah, he's got hands.
So he's like a Minotaur situation?
Yeah, he's like a Minotaur situation.
Can I romance this scarecrow?
He's a Minotaur. Can you romance the scarecrow? You scared an egg out of that chicken.
I was just seeing if there was anything worth scooping up at the moment.
Scooping? I got something you can scoop.
What is it?
My love.
2 scoops of love. There are far too many people for me to just sneak by. I'll have to find a way to incapacitate them. Oh, okay. Okay, so I have to make one of those dolls again.
Dreadful doll.
Which means I need to go get grasshoppers.
Here says you can scoop these nuts. Scoop up a big old bag of nuts for
Scoopable nuts.
your snacking pleasure. Get some boiled peanuts like my mom.
Mmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot this does like a status effect that makes them afraid of you. Ah, sigh old fox. How do you manage to get your creaky bones past me grunts? Ch, me mooks. Must be getting fat around the waist to let you slip by so easy.
Never too old to teach some young'uns that hands are better left out of people's pockets. Next time I catch one of your thugs rooting for gold, they'll have to recount their fingers.
Ha! Ain't afraid of nothing, are you? Well, let me be the first to welcome you to our merry camp. Though I suspect you didn't come here to scold us.
What do you know about the ox who works the southern fields? He told me his family might have come through this way.
Oh yeah, we know all about the ox. We also might have seen the family of his, but on the other hand, maybe we didn't. What's it to you?
Listen up, you big lug. That information is just about the only thing stopping me from changing the whole lot of you into stinking chickens.
Alright, Granny, no need to get upset. We was just playing games, you know? Yeah, we seen that family, a boy and his mom, if I remember. Always walking in that big ox's shadow, always looking afraid of him, too.
So you didn't kidnap him? Where are they now?
You know, you remind me of me dear old ma. She didn't take no guff from no one neither. She used to bake the most delicious meat pies. I sure do miss her cooking. Me and the boys have been awful hungry lately. Even it's hard work and crime doesn't always pay. Say, you know how to bake? I even got ma's pie recipe right here. Who knows, on a full stomach, I might even remember something about that missing family. We have to bake a humble pie. Greg said he saw a sign the other day, and Planters, the brand, is doing a thing called Nuts of Distinction.
Okay.
Greg, if there was a vote, I would put your name on the list for having Nuts of Distinction. Put your face up on billboards and be like, that's my friend Greg, and those are his Nuts of Distinction. Every time I drove by.
What the fuck all did I need? So I guess I've got a hat. Is that for crows, I would assume? I haven't caught any, so possibly. I don't want to hurt crows. I like crows. Crows are friends. Okay, I've got eggs. I need grains and one more milk, which means I need another jar, which means I need chocolate.
It looks like Nuts of Distinction might be an old Planters slogan that they're bringing back. Like back in the early 1900s, that was on their little tins of peanuts.
Nuts of Distinction sounds like some sort of award ceremony that Pornhub would do.
Yeah, yeah. What are the different kinds of nuts you would give awards for?
Loudest, of course.
So, I mean, I was gonna say, like, fattest, tightest, longest.
Oh, I'm talking about coming. Sorry, my bad. We're talking
okay.
about testicles.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking, see, we were talking about two different things. So you're talking about, like, the modern verb nut. And I'm talking about, but we can be both. So when you say loudest nut, is that like the exclamation you make, or is that the physical sound of the ejaculate?
Well, I meant the sound that you make, like your exclamation, but it's more upsetting to say the other one. Like, you gotta have, like, fucking ASMR mic'd dick holes or some shit.
Like, you know, like when you're like, you can tell it's raining real hard, like those big fat raindrops are hitting the window. You never watched the video and it sounded like that?
No.
Oh, you don't watch enough porn. You gotta diversify.
I still need to make this? Yes. And then I need to go milk that cow again. Always be milking that cow.
I'm trying to think of a joke where it's something nuts of distinction to the tune of Countdown to Extinction from Megadeth, but I'm really not coming up with anything good.
Get it coming?
Yeah.
Ugh. Please don't make me have to make another one of these.
How come people left when we started talking about nuts? Are you not entertained? Is this not what you came for?
You might be chill now.
Say, you know how to bake? Oh, well, okay. This is just... Okay, so you made the pie. B5-4-fum. I want a pie in my tummy tum-tum. Dude, that's what I'd be saying most of the time.
Come on, man. Have a helping.
The bandit plunges his hand into the pie, grabbing a fistful. He barks in delight as wet chunks of pie filling spatter out of his gob. Ah, delish, just like how Ma used to make. But something's different. He picks a small black feather from between his yellowed teeth. Is this crow?
I figured you could do with a serving of humility.
The gargantuan man's lip begins to quiver. Great watery tears well up in his beady eyes.
What's the matter, dearie? Are the spices too strong?
No, it ain't the spices. It's just... He deteriorates into great shuddering sobs that shake the camp. Ma always said I was a bad seed, said I weren't no good for nothing but eating and thieving. But all I really wanted to do was dance. I was gonna make the greatest dance troupe the world had ever seen. Had a name and mind and everything. Pick in the leaping pockets. But, I ain't been doing nothing but taking, always taking. Ma was right, I'm a bad apple.
Come on now, dry those eyes. You're not all that bad.
He snorts a dangling glob of snot back into his nose. You really think so?
You gently reassure him with another helping of pie. Of course not. You're going to tell me all about the Ox's family, aren't you?
Oh, right. Well, you see, we've been spying on that ox for years now. Every full moon, he'd go out into his fields all by his lonesome. He'd howl at the sky. What was it he'd say? Oh, yeah. He'd yell, Abra-corn cob. Then it was always sounded like he got into an argument with someone. But there was never anyone else there except that creepy old scarecrow of his.
You pat the sniffling rogue on his stubbly cheek. That's a good lad. Maybe it's time to think about trading the daggers for dance shoes?
He stuffs more handfuls of the crumbling pie between his blubbering lips. Yes'm, I'll do it. I'll dance. Yeah, out here dancing like Harrison Burger on. Take a shotgun to the face. Greg says that Pocket in the Thieves is what was it? Pocket in the Pick in the Thieving Pockets? Whatever the fuck it was. Greg says it's a terrible band name. It's obviously a bad band name because I can't even fucking remember it. Yo, how's Greg? How's Zelda going, Greg? Greg's playing some Zelda.
That guy wanted to come with me. He just was following me. Speak to the scarecrow. Whoop.
The eerie simulacrum of a human sways in the breeze. Its lumpy face seems to leer down at you, as if expecting something.
Abracorn cob?
The figure creaks against its pole as its vegetative head twists to look at you. It takes a wheezing breath, expelling a moth from its mouth hole. Hello, yes, have you come to strike a deal with the great and magnanimous Harvest Master?
No thank you. I'm involved in quite too many dark contracts with supernatural beings already.
Why then have you summoned me?
Has the Ox made a deal with you, perchance?
The Ox? Why yes. Terrible trade, I say, but a deal is a deal.
What sort of trade? Does it have to do with his missing family?
Yes. He said he wanted to win pretty prizes, grow the best crops. Said he would give me anything in the world. So he offered me his wife and son, and I'm not one to refuse a bargain like that.
Where are they? What did you do with them?
Don't worry, they're fine. But as long as I make the crops grow, they belong to me.
And if the crop should fail, your deal would be broken.
I am the greatest harvest master. My harvest will never fail.
We'll see about that. I better take a closer look at these prize-winning plants.
Greg is 20 hours into Zelda and just did the first temple. I really want to play that. I just don't really want to get stuck into a big game right now. I deleted Starfield, in fact, because I kept thinking about playing it, but I just want to do other stuff.
Okay. Craps.
Healthy crops.
A withering cane.
Oh, you have to make a withering can. That's cute.
These stalks don't look so sturdy to me. A good herbicide ought to shrivel these right up. That'll teach that ox a lesson about proper agricultural practices. I'll need a sturdy enough vessel to hold the poison, though. Maybe I can convince that vegetal fellow to give up that nice big watering can of his. The man is made of vegetables.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Never mind. Something about the watering can being his ass, but the more I thought about it, the less sense it
It
made.
didn't make any goddamn sense.
Where the fuck are you? Is he up here?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
There's a section over there I haven't even touched.
Well, there's 7 of these souls, right?
Is that what he said? I couldn't remember what number he originally
I feel
said.
like he said 7. I'm not sure. Then hello again. Finding out anything about that ox. Fuck that up. Find out anything about what that ox is up to.
As a matter of fact, I have. It seems he traded his family to a turnip wizard, or field genie, or some other such nonsense.
Ah, you must mean the harvest master. Is that anything like the shock master?
Yeah.
So that explains a lot, actually. Bad business to get mixed up with that sort of fellow. The farmer nervously wipes his brow with the back of his leafy hand. Not that I would know anything about that myself.
Listen, I don't have time to exchange farm gossip. I need to borrow your watering can over there.
Ah, I'd be happy to lend it to you, but unfortunately, I still need to grow my prize-winning vegetable. You glance down at the fat head of cabbage bobbing gently against a blanket of big, swaddling leaves. You think you may have heard a faint giggle from deep within the fronds.
Seems plenty big enough to me.
Ah, just you wait. A little baby is going to grow up to be a big baby. It's going to be the belle of the ball at this year's festival.
I just realized what your voice is making me think of.
But if it but you say grow a little faster, I suppose I wouldn't need any watering can at all. What?
Jennifer's a party pooper.
She poops at parties?
I swear the farmer winks at you despite not being equipped with any eyes. Does nobody here grow produce in an honest way? Let me take a look at the little tyke. Look down at the fattest little cabbage you've ever seen.
Fat fucking slutty cabbage.
But if it gets your hands on that watering can, it could stand to be a little fatter. Growth potion, turkey gizzard stone, and more fucking water.
Cabbage. I like a little bit of cabbage every now and again. And boil it. It's like
Mash it.
lots of salt and pepper. What?
Boil it, mash it.
Stick it in a stew.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about mashed cabbage. I guess you could do that. I made a stew today. It's got potatoes and carrots and onion and celery and lentils and barley and thyme and bay leaf and what's that other stuff I put in it?
I don't fucking know. I wasn't standing in there.
The stuff we ordered.
Soy curls?
Soy curls, yeah. For a little meaty texture. It's got a nice thick broth. We got a nice crusty loaf of bread to dip in it. The temperature has dropped down. It's perfect for a nice bowl of fucking homemade soup.
I gotta go back to the swamp. I'm so sleepy.
Here's this jelly of our stew. You want me to mail you some stew?
How hard can it possibly be to mail stew? Maybe this gnome will give me some fucking...
You send stew by medium mail.
I need blood and all sorts of shit.
I need blood. Roadkill meat.
To make this, I need this shit, which needs blood and frog slime. I've still got bug ichor. I need to make digestive tablets to get turkey gizzards. I need snail shells while I'm here. And I need
Goblins.
goblin shit, which means I have to get the shit to make this again, which means I need this. Which means I need to kill these fucking mosquitoes, which means I need smoke bombs, which means I need to play in frog slime.
This is getting really complex. Look at that guy.
No. Newt.
Newts of distinction. I thought you saw that guy. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were doing like something to get him to go away, but I didn't realize you just didn't see him. Did you need that shell back there?
No, I've got enough. I need that frog. Can I pet that frog?
I bet that frog. Have you dealt with this dragon yet?
Yeah, you make him this thing, the snacrifice.
Yeah.
You take one of his fangs.
Okay. I thought we had done something with him last time.
Need a little more clay. This lady and her husband together up here yet? Yes!
Oh, hell yeah. Fucking chilling.
Will she talk to me? He's as good as new. Love, wife.
Yeah.
Of their being old as hell, making their constant fucking noise.
Yeah.
Where is the dirt? There's some dirt. Didn't even mean to hit that snail, but... I think there's a gaggle of skeeters over here.
Gaggle of skeeters.
Yeah, come on. Come over here. Come on. What the fuck was that?
Remember every summer my dad used to sing that There's a Skeeter on the Feeder song?
Yeah,
He used to sing that all the time.
you really liked it.
He really did.
Unbelievable. Like, I didn't get this one, and I need its blood.
That's lame.
Yeah, it's very lame. Because that means I have to make another fucking one of these goddamn things. How am I out of this? I pick a million of these up every time I'm there.
You did just make smoke pellets for the bee thing too, so probably used some of them then.
How do I not have fairy dust?
I don't think you've been around the fairies in a minute.
Yeah, but I caught a ton of them and I haven't used them for anything, I thought. So I can at least get the goblin.
Gotta get that goblet stein.
So it should be right here. Oh, you just take it out of them, okay.
Yeah, you pluck it out of your nose. Got one of those like little bull baby sucker things, you know. Yeah.
Shut up, nobody's bothering you. One more jar. Milk for need 2 water, 1 milk. Need 1 more blood. Need more frog slime to make the thing, and I need more clay to make the thing. The hell is this? Who the hell are you?
Oh, weeping maiden, you approach a young woman weeping sorrowfully into her palms. She catches her breath for a moment and looks out longingly over the placid lake. Oh, my sweet songbird, why have you forsaken me to a life devoid of your love? Tears well up in her eyes as she buries her face once again.
Consider leaving this melodrama well enough alone, but something about the poor girl reminds you of the maiden slumbering under your house. You draw out a tattered handkerchief and offer it to the maiden. There, there, dry your eyes, my child, and tell old Granny what the matter is.
Oh, thank you, you're very kind. She takes the cloth and daintily dabs at the corners of her eyes. Swallowing the last of her sobs, she composes herself, sighing wistfully. It is my beloved, such a sweet and romantic man with the voice of a meadowlark. He...
Ah, I get it. He dumped you. Well, don't worry. There's plenty of other frogs in the swamp.
What? No, he loves me, and I love him, though our families would never allow us to be together. He'd come and sing outside my balcony every night. One night, we both vowed to escape and meet by this lake. Her lip quivers. I waited and waited under the waning moon, even past this morning sun, but he still didn't reveal himself.
Tough break. Maybe he just wasn't that into you?
The woman snaps at you with sudden vitriol. He would never abandon me. We're destined to be together. She slips back into a melancholic gaze out over the lake. Even now, I can still hear the beautiful melody of his lute coming from across the water.
Over the dull sounds of lapping waves and quacking waterfowl, faint notes of some faraway stringed instrument whisper through the reeds. Oh, I hear it too. Maybe you aren't just mad in love.
It's coming from somewhere in the middle of the lake. He's out there somewhere. I just know it. She crumples into another dramatic bout of inconsolable tears.
Now, I'm sure it's just some echo bouncing off the shore. I'll go find where the tardy bard of yours has run off to.
Oh, this is the snake.
Okay.
So that's a whole other soul.
Yeah. So I guess I might as well do some, for fuck's sake. Do some of the work for it, since it's the other one I need.
Oh, I gotta go get something to drink. Parched.
Fuck is this tree? What a pretty tree. Pixie nest, an assemblage of detritus and face saliva.
Oh, is that where the band lives? The Pixies?
Ah,
Damn.
the one that some tiny beings call home. Okay.
Want a marshmallow?
Sure. Come back here. Come back here. Okay, pixies are where you get the fairy dust.
They got that album, Doolittle. It's pretty good. It's got Wave of Mutilation, which is the big hit. It's got Debaser, that's a good one.
Debaser's a good one. I like
Got
it.
Hay. Hang on, mute the mic for a second. Okay. Oh, you got these little marshmallows with the mint chocolate on them. Here's a marshmallow for you.
Thank you.
And here's a marshmallow for me. Oh.
I need milk and then I can make the magic paste. clay and frogs.
Here it says she's gonna start a Doom project called Dr. Doom-Little. Love that. Man, we were, well, okay. So we had two jokes yesterday morning. The first one was, we were joking about slow living TikTok accounts and stuff, you know, like people getting up and they're making their coffee and they're filming it all aesthetically and they're making their bed. They're doing the shit everybody has to do. But you know, they're doing it slow and they got the soundtrack and they got their, you know. So slow living TikTok account, but every video the soundtrack is Slow Ride by, is it Steppenwolf?
It's Foghat.
Foghat. Slow Ride by Foghat.
Yeah, because I started making that joke, but then as I started saying it, I'm like, is this stoner culture appropriation?
Yeah, so then it was like, okay, slow living TikTok, but all of the music is stoner doom and stuff. So it's like fucking Electric Wizard and shit going while you're fucking making your latte and you're
folding your
laundry. J-Mac. We start talking about Doom and J-Mac fucking pops up. J-Mac does love some Doom. We know it.
Okay, so I can make this now.
How you doing? How you doing, J-Mac? You doing okay this October?
I still have enough slime for that. I just need the blood. I need to go get milk for the paste.
You gotta go get milked?
No. In this world, it's either milk or be milked.
It's really not. Do a slow living vlog at the speed of FD. What is FD?
Funeral Doom?
Funeral Doom, yeah, there you go.
Milk is this way. I just realized this little witch has like chicken feet.
Oh, she does, doesn't she?
Her design is so good. I love it.
I kind of like the idea of that tier because it's like you're fucking folding your goddamn towels.
Yeah, any slower, you'd be going fucking backward.
And like, I could just see somebody doing it and like finally completing the fold as the fucking drums in a Bell Witch song crash down. I love watching Bell Witch play live because that dude be holding those drumsticks in the air for a while, waiting to fucking play.
I'll watch Bell Witch live as long as I'm at home watching it.
Dude, I loved it live.
Like, it was really cool, but like, it's not like there's no movement expected of you.
No,
So it hurts.
you just watch. Oh man, J-Mac had a brutal cold over the weekend.
Aw, man.
But it's negative for COVID, but it might be the flu. Oh, that is terrible. I hope you continue to feel better. You need a soup. I gotta mail you some soup. I gotta mail everybody soup. So they'll feel better.
Okay, there's the paste. Oh, why is the mouse being like this? Paste. Now I need this, which means I need to get blood. doing?
What did you just do?
I dropped the smoke bomb in the right place, like they were all grouped up together
Oh, yeah,
for once.
just decimated all those guys.
Okay. Here, actually. Over here? Yes, he's in this huge field. Oh, fuck, I forgot about the goddamn turkey gizzard stone.
You gotta make these sleeping pills for that, or the digestive tablets.
Mm-hmm.
You spritz it with water, you put the fucking potion on it, now you gotta go get a fucking gizzard.
King.
A king gizzard and the lizard wizard gizzard.
Okay, I guess that's what I got the goblin vomit for. Catch him in bed with a goblin.
Catch him in bed with a goblin. Goblin vomit everywhere.
Now, I assume this can only take out one turkey.
You can try for two, they're right there together.
Well, I think it'll only affect one because of the way it works.
Oh yeah, I guess I gotta eat it, huh?
Oh, he just fucking barfed it all up, huh?
Yeah, you don't ever eat a couple antacids and cough your gizzard up?
Humans have a gizzard?
I don't know. I don't really know what a gizzard is.
He just wants
Is
to
that
straight gizzard.
that thing in their neck?
No, I think it's somewhere in the organ sac.
Gizzard. I feel like it's the name for something that we have. Oh no, we don't have it.
Budding plant changes to a bright purple, then blue, then yellow. It suddenly goes rigid, then shrinks to the size of a marble. The farmer gasps in horror as his precious baby disappears back into the earth. He turns to you, shoulders stiff and pitchfork in hand. He takes one step in your direction, but stops abruptly when a tremor shakes the ground. You look to your feet and watch deep cracks split the earth. Hold on to your hat. This one's gonna be big. You hear a booming giggle echo from deep in the ground. The vegetal farmer falls to his knees, clutching his hat to his chest. In an explosion of leafy greens and flying earth, the bouncing head of an enormous cabbage erupts into the field. The farmer reaches out to it, shakily.
My little baby? Paw Paw.
The farmer scrambles towards the big bumbling cabbage with open arms.
My beautiful baby, look at how big you've grown.
See? With a little love and help from your friends, you're sure to win first prize after all.
Oh, I don't care about that silly thing anymore. Just look at how handsome my baby is.
The two embrace, laughing and crying. I guess you won't be needing that watering can anymore.
Please, help yourself. You've helped me more than enough. Yo, look at that big ass cabbage.
It'll take some work to break through the Scarecrow's magical boon, but you're confident in your mastery of poisons. Poison of Blight, Weird Water, and Pumpkin Jack Bone. Okay, the Pumpkin Jacks were over here somewhere.
The gizzard, also referred to as the ventriculus, the gastric mill, and the gygerium, is an organ found in the digestive tract of some animals, including archosaurs, birds, dinosaurs, crocodiles, alligators, plesiosaurs, earthworms, some gastropods, some fish, and some crustaceans. The specialized stomach, constructed of thick muscular walls, is used for grinding up food, often aided by particles of stone or grit. In certain insects and mollusks, the gizzard features chitinous plates of teeth. So it's a stomach that some animals have to grind their food up into dust for digestion. Which I guess is like why chickens can eat like corn, hard corn and shit like that.
Here's that. What's the other shit? Poison of Blight.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need more thistles, and I need another newt eye, which means I need to make this. Which means I'll need even more thistle. So it's this. I've made that. And the other thing was Pumpkin Jack Bone. Which, like I said, I'm pretty sure is... I need the snare to catch it. I think they're on the other side of this little river. Yeah. Son of a bitch! You get caught on these pumpkins so bad. I do have a potion.
Yeah, you might want to get it yourself. Did you get what you needed?
I did.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to swamp again.
Swamp.
Nope, not you.
Anybody watched anything spooky for October yet? How many movies deep are we? Let me look. We are 18 movies deep in our list this year.
little shit.
I'll go that way.
We haven't watched anything spooky.
Not really. Not as of yet. I mean, you know, we're mostly watching classic Universal monster movies, and like they're good to varying degrees. I like them.
They're good, but I feel like at this point they're not even trying to be
there's
horror movies anymore.
They have a lot of comedy in them. We watched The Invisible Woman today, which is, you know, part of the Invisible Man series, sort of. And I mean, it's, even from the beginning, it's more of a science fiction thing in my mind, but... Hey, I thought I told you to beat it. He raises his hoe and brandishes it at you menacingly. Oh, he's coming after you. Oh, no, never mind, he's not. You have fucked this dude's day up.
You watch the sickness spreading up the stalks to the very tips of the tallest leaves. Vivid greens turn to diseased browns as the crops bend and droop.
No, what is happening? Harvest Master, we had a deal. You promised my crops would never fail. Dreadfully sorry. Looks like my magic is broken. Not my fault. The ox throws himself to the ground, desperately raking the soil with his fingers. Wait, let's make a deal, please. I sacrificed too much for this. A new deal. What is your offer? Anything you want. Just bring my precious crops back to me. Anything? This is acceptable. Worm-like roots suddenly wrap around the ox's feet and drag him into the soil. Wait, I didn't mean...
Hey, but I need that soul. The dust settles over the spot where the ox once stood as if nothing had happened. Though the soil looks barren and diseased, a small sprout of leafy green catches your eye. Okay. You go to hell and fight with this dude over a soul. Where the ox once stood, a green tendril has pushed its way through the earth. You watch a delicate blossom unfurl, revealing a stubborn, hard-shelled seed. The soul of the ox. Alright, so that's 3 of 4. And I know where the other one is.
Oh, the ox's family. Standing at the front gate, the ox's missing wife and son blink in confusion as if they had just burst forth from the earth itself. Ma, what happened?
Ah, welcome back. I suppose you don't remember much.
He really did it, didn't he? That stupid festival prize was worth more to him than us? Where is he? Where is my husband?
Don't fret. I've already set things straight. He won't be troubling you again.
I killed your husband!
No, I had him dragged to hell.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we got him dragged to hell.
Then you've got this nice fertile farm all yourself now.
My son and I worked ourselves to the bone for that terrible man. Thank you for lifting the curse.
Just do me a favor and don't make any deals with suspicious scarecrows.
Thank you for dragging my husband to hell. The snake was over by the lake. Right?
Yeah, and I know I need one of these for it.
One of these.
Let's go ahead and get that ready.
chilling somewhere.
Come on. Reveal the source. Okay, the music seems strongest on this shore, but even here you can't quite place the source. It seems to be emanating from the half-sunken ruin poking out of the lake's water.
Yeah, there's some kind of altar in the lake or something.
Maybe that fool bard's hiding way out there? Bah, but I swim as well as hens fly. Suddenly, some unseen voice chitters mockingly into your ear.
Ho ho, hee hee! The musical man you'll never see!
You spin around, but no one is there, just a nattering laughter bouncing on the wind. Who's there? Show yourself, spirit!
Hee hee hee!
Use it! You snap your hand around the elusive creature and squeeze.
Let me go, you knobbly pot! You're crushing the life out of me! Hee!
You trifling little pest, what do you know about this music?
Music? What music? All I hear is the slapping waves and the peeping birdies. Your wrinkly old ears must be full of bugs.
Don't you play smart with me, I'll pop off your head like a daisy.
Oh, you mean that music? It's the sound of the Snake's traveling circus. I thought everyone knew that. Circus stays still, but the door is the thing that travels, you see? And right now, the door's out on that lake, but you'll never get in. Yay!
You give the wretched sprite a good shake, and a shower of glittering dust sheds off its wings. Tell me how to cross the lake, or I'll make a necklace from your teeth.
Only faith folk can show the way. Dirty fairies built a bridge. Keep all you big folk out unless the snake invites them in.
You're a fairy, aren't you? Where's this bridge?
Huh? We're a pixie. Not one of those flamby-namby mushroom herders. Besides, the bridge is invisible to big stompers like you.
Creature peers over your shoulder and waves its tiny arms.
Oh look, there's a fairy now. Why don't you ask her?
You turn to look, but in your moment of distraction, the pixie sinks its sharp teeth into your finger. Ouch, you sneaky little blighter! Springing free from your grasp, the slippery monster chitters a laugh and vanishes into a cloud of smoke. You look down at your dust-covered hand. Fairy or not, this bridge must be around here somewhere. I mean, it's here.
You need another revealing powder?
Pushing aside thrushes and cattails, you find a strangely carved pedestal. It might be mistaken for a bird bath if you didn't know any better. As you run your fingers around the edge of the bowl, the remaining pixie dust on your hand flakes off as if drawn in by an invisible force. Crude pictographs appear on the surface of the basin. They depict a coiled snake presiding at the center of some kind of festival. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved on the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust, dancing fireflies, and bird feathers. Alright.
Here it says Disney's gonna copyright this stream.
Yeah, probably. I know there's a patch of fairies somewhere over here.
Who's this red-headed motherfucker?
He's the dude with the frogs. He gave me the net.
Oh, yeah. You met him really early. I do remember that.
Only one fairy over here. The fuck is that?
It's a mushroom.
It's dead. It's just a changeling. It's just a mushroom one, I guess. What the fuck? Feathers. I gotta kill birds.
Yeah, there's a bluebird back there, right?
Oh, there is, isn't there? Make a trap, though. Need more than that, but... They'll just come to the traps, actually. Because they're dumb as hell.
There's a fairy.
I think I have all the fairies that I need. Yeah, I have fairy dust. Pixies, I'm gonna have to make another trap for the bird.
The Pixies, like the band. I'm gonna do this joke again. What?
I guess I can.
He wants fireflies?
Yeah, I forgot we were doing that for him. Boy shakes the jar, rattling the captured insects. These are nice and juicy. The lads are gonna feast tonight. Now, about the deal. You agreed to trade me one of your pets there. What deal? I don't remember making no deal. Dang it, there goes Slippery Pete. He takes a clumsy swipe at the amphibian, but the creature squeezes out of his grasp and bounces into the underbush. Aw, shucks, I never liked him anyways. If you can catch him, he's all yours. So that just released a frog? Is there something special about this frog? No, okay.
I think it's probably just a tutorial on how to catch a frog or something.
Didn't do it.
Yeah. Roadkill said, I'm an old hand at frog catching. You ever caught a frog?
I'm sure I have. Done cut all the fucking fireflies, huh? Well, I said birds just come to the traps.
Can you pick it back up?
Yes, okay, that's good.
Yeah, I understand why the ones that are near it don't just go over to it. They have to, like, fly in new ones.
Okay. So... what the fuck am I doing? I've forgotten already. I need one more firefly. Okay. Dust. Here's the feathers. Here's the firefly. The basin begins to glow a soft yellow as the fireflies rise from the muck within. They begin to dance up and down, drawing circles high above the bowl. Glitter rains down gently, shimmering as it catches rays of sunlight. Slowly, the particles trace the form of a bridge leading from the edge of the water to the center of the lake. You tentatively test the strength of the spectral walkway and find that it is as strong as if it were made of solid stone. These guys.
Oh. That's fucking oompa music. Ooh, a strong man.
Can't actually have a conversation with any of these people, it doesn't look like.
The sound work in this game is very
Yeah.
nice. Music, sound effects. you got close to that lute player over there, and you can like hear his strumming and stuff.
Wizard. The wizard!
The wizard!
I keep thinking this is fucking John Arbuckle.
What?
This dude here. Like when he's facing forward, this looks like hair. And it looks like that, that specific style that his hair is drawn in.
Like John Arbuckle.
He's a snake. Draped in glittering jewelry, the serpent stares intently into a crystal ball as you approach.
Welcome, my dear, welcome. I saw that you would come here in search of answers.
I just came here in search of a bard. That's him outside, right? With the lute?
The minstrel? Yes, he is working off a debt to me. All those folk out there...
It's me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All those folk out there seem to a touch addled. What did you do to them?
They're all humble folk looking for something, just as you are. I am here to provide them with my services in exchange for a bit of work.
So, what are you? Some sort of carnival wizard? You're making quite the racket in my forest.
A wizard? No, no, no. I am a seer, a scryer of the hidden mists, a foreteller of fortunes and keeper of secrets.
Fancy titles you've given yourself. Sounds like you're nothing but a used cart salesman peddling your wares to the gullible.
Ah, skeptic, step closer and let the crystal ball reveal its mysteries. The snake's voice drops low and seems to fill the tent with a heavy weight. I am a helper of sorts, a traveler, an unraveler of knots. I make the forgotten remembered. You feel the scaly touch of slithering coils wind around you, but you are powerless to move. And you have forgotten much. The snake's eyes swirl in a pattern you've never seen. Imperceptible colors collapse into themselves and fracture into kaleidoscope mosaics against the canvas walls.
A voice speaks from far away. It takes you a moment to realize that it's your own. I have forgotten so much.
Let me help you find your answers. The serpent coils slowly squeeze the consciousness out of you.
With a desperate push of willpower, you blink away from the snake's hypnotic gaze. Wait! Get off me, you worm! You wriggle your body like a sack of loose twigs. Despite your protesting bones, you manage to squirm free and tumble backwards out of the tent. When your eyes open, you find yourself back outside the snake's tent. You pick yourself up from the ground and dust off your shoulders. Oomph. I guess that sly serpent has some tricks up his sleeve. I better come with a plan for the next time I go in there. The festival patrons seem confused after your tussle with the snake, as if the spell over them was momentarily shaken. The crowds disperse as they fumble about in a haze. Now's my chance to get a word in with the bard. Maybe I can get him out of this mess.
Strumming his lute, the strapping young man has a faraway look in his eyes. Strapping young bard. Is it wistfulness, nostalgia, or even hypnosis? Wonder I may, but ne'er away. From she I call my lover. To my chagrin I stumbled in and met the gaze of another. Furious I stared, I was not prepared, and this was my mistake. A binding gaze, now I live my days in the service of the snake.
That could be a Dio lyric, I think.
Oh, dude, it totally could be a Dio lyric. Cry not for me, for there is she that might still see me saved. My spirits they lift as she holds a gift from before I was enslaved. A mirror but shattered, as pieces have scattered, if mended we may be set free. Down the wishing wellspring to the swamp's moonlit ring, and hiding within the pixie's tree.
What's all this about a broken mirror? You gave it to that weeping maiden? Speak plainly, you warbling fool.
No matter what you do, the poor musician barely seems to realize you're there. He just keeps strumming his lute and humming his mournful tune.
Maybe the lovesick miss will know what he's on about.
Ghost Blade! What's up, Ghost Blade? Ghostblade just woke up. What is it, like 6 a.m. over there? Oh, still my beating heart, have you any news about my dear sweet love?
I found him at the carnival, but he's been mesmerized by the snake. Unless I can break the spell, no one in that carnival can leave.
The snake? Say it isn't so. I've heard how he grants wishes, but only for a terrible price. Why would my love be so desperate as to consort with that charlatan?
I haven't a clue, but he's stuck deep. The only thing I managed to get out of him was something about a mirror. Do you know anything about that?
A mirror? Oh, yes. It was the first gift he ever gave me. From inside her bodice, she produces a small, cracked hand mirror. But one night, it slipped from my balcony and shattered on the cobblestones. I tried to piece it back together, but I could never find the last 3 shards.
His song mentioned something about a wishing well, a moonlit swamp, and a pixie tree? Keep that mirror close, so I'll seek out the missing shards. Keep that mirror close. I'll seek out the missing shards and return them to you.
Oh, thank you. I should very much love to see it whole once again.
Very much love to see whole.
Love to see whole.
Okay, so I go down the well.
It is 3:44.
Oh.
Where Ghostblade is. I was a couple hours off there.
The pixie tree that we're supposed to be here. The gnarled tree is littered with countless trinkets. Its trash glued haphazardly to form a glittering hive. You reach for a sharp piece of broken glass that could be the mirror shard. But pull your hand away at the last moment. 1,000 beady eyes peer out of the tree's knotholes. A familiar cackling voice floats above the others.
You again, Kettlehead? What you want now?
I've come for the mirror shard. Hand it over and I won't have to strangle you again.
No way! We need shinies to keep gross fairy folk away. Best fairy repellent there is.
What? Where are fairies afraid of shiny things?
Well, I don't see no fairies around to you. But maybe we can work something out. Them smelly mushroom herders have been encroaching on our turf, see? They've been building those stupid little stone shrines of theirs, and worse yet, they've been hiring mercenaries to guard them. So we can't go anywhere near, but maybe a big stomper like you can take care of the problem for us.
And then you'll give me that shard?
Hey, if there ain't no fairies, we won't need no fairy repellent. I like the idea of pixies building nests out of broken glass. That's actually like a really cool lore thing.
I thought there was one of those things they were talking about right here. Would have the means to make one of these stupid fucking dolls. Oh, every day I have to catch grasshoppers.
Hard life out here catching grasshoppers.
Means I have to go back to the fucking fields. I'd really like to get this 4th soul before I stop tonight. It's already been 2 hours.
Well, you can make it. We're already behind. We're supposed to stream 2 days last week and we didn't. You were not feeling good.
No, and I feel like I slept so much last week.
You felt pretty bad last week.
I need more grasshoppers. Where are the grasshoppers? I need more grasshoppers.
Have you looked in the grass?
I'm looking in the grass.
Because, that's where they live.
It's also where you do your stuff. If the grass is tall.
Lay me down in tall grass, let me do my stuff. It's a little, Little Fleetwood Mac joke for you.
Everybody loves a Fleetwood Mac joke.
I'm just secondhand news. I'm just secondhand.
You're just sucking ham juice.
I'm just sucking ham juice.
Where the fuck are the grasshoppers?
Yeah, you gotta leave and come back so they respawn. Told you, man, it's just like Dark Souls. You gotta fucking run a circuit through here, killing the enemies. You kill the bosses and you collect their souls. You gotta forge a weapon out of the, what was the last soul you got? The ox? Oh, you make a big fucking pitchfork. Guessplate says, what does the name Fleetwood Mac mean? It's the names of the two guys that originally founded the band. I don't know their first names. Hang on.
Oh, look at the sunflower field. I haven't been over here. More gnomes.
Mick Fleetwood and John McVie. So, John McVie Mac. He went by Mac. So yeah, Fleetwood Mac, and then later, when they got really, really mainstream famous was when Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham joined the band, and they're sort of like, they're more like the faces of the band, I feel like, and they're in their really popular like Rumors era and stuff. But they had a band too, so there was Fleetwood Mac, and then there was Buckingham Nicks, and they basically just put their bands together and became like, you know.
I thought it was Buckingham Knights. Because I thought it was her and someone else. Oh! No!
No, it's Buckingham Nicks.
Okay, I've just always, I guess.
They have one album.
Yeah, I guess I've always just assumed it said Knights for some reason.
Yeah, it's Buckingham Nicks.
So you're basically just telling me that they're not very creative on the name front.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they are. But if you're good enough, I don't guess that matters. Because like everybody knows the name Fleetwood Mac, whether they know what the name means or not, I guess.
Let's try to get away with just using one, but I think I have the ingredients to make two if I need to. Go on.
Here it says, I don't know if I'd listen to a band called Shitty Poo Poo Pants no matter how good they are. I don't know though, like, if Shitty Poo Poo Pants put out Rumors, I'd probably listen to Shitty Poo Poo Pants. It's a dope album. So these fairies have like goblin bodyguards?
I mean, I don't know how true what the Pixies are saying is. Where the fuck? Isn't there another one? Fucking wore off.
I don't know, Tears. I mean, that's the thing about mainstream music, though. Like, you turn on the radio and you hear that dope song, and you're like fucking rocking. You're just fucking in your car. You got your fucking big gulp. You're sipping on it. Your hair's blowing in the open car door window because you haven't got AC. And it's just like that song's hitting the spot, and the DJ is like, "That's fucking poo poo shitty poo poo pants with whatever the fuck, and you're like, ah, that song ruled, but that name sucks. But you can't get it out of your head.
Destroyed it, just destroyed it. Ah! Oh my god, this is so stupid. I should be able to just fucking hit that shit.
Dude says, why are you tailoring this situation specifically for me?
What do I have to do to these stupid ass dryads? Send it box.
Yeah, Ghostblade, I agree. It's like some people, like, again, like, I feel like there's a ton of bands that are, like, especially from that era, that are just named after the people. And, like, you wouldn't know them if somebody said them. But the bands that got really big, it's like, you don't even think about the fact that it's named after somebody. You know what I didn't know until we had... me and a couple of friends had a horror movie podcast a couple of years ago, and we talked about the Dream Warriors, the third Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and there's a Dokken song in that. And I didn't know until that podcast that Dokken was actually the name of the guy who fronts that band. His name's Don Dokken. So, like, sometimes, yeah, you don't even know it's somebody's name. Also, fuck Doc.
Yeah. This one. That's not what I meant to do. There's supposed to be
Mirror fragment.
Yeah, I assume, it's gonna be... back here where this little guy is in the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you hike up the hem of your skirt from the ankle-deep well water and duck down to inspect the small, damp cave. The pale shape quickly retreats farther into the dark space. You hear the labored breath of some pathetic thing, frightened and alone. Hello there, don't worry, I won't hurt you. Bloodshot eyes blink nervously up at you. The creature gazes longingly at the light of the world above while simultaneously cowering from it. Poor dear, what are you doing down in this hole? I bet you're hungry, aren't you? Two thin, malnourished arms twist out from the crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass while the other reaches out to you, begging for food. Okay, let me make you a roast beast. Creature snatches up the meat so quickly that you nearly lose a finger. It scurries back into its little crevice, and you hear satisfied munching from within. So that's one of them.
I love going down a well in a video game. Go down the well in Dragon's Dogma. That's a good time. You go down the well in Zelda games. That's a good time. What other games can you go down the well in? This game. You go down the well in this game.
Catch frogs.
Catch frogs. Do you fall down a well in Undertale? Is that how Undertale starts?
I don't know that it's a well specifically.
Yeah, Tirith is linked, because, like, Ghostblade says you couldn't just have a band called John Smith or something. And, Ghostblade, or Tirith is like, we'll tell that to this guy. She linked a website that's johnsmith.com. But that kind of just sounds like an attorney.
Yeah.
Like John Smith and John Smith, attorneys at law. But they're gonna fucking get you that mesothelioma money.
It's just first I have to deal with that dog. Bruh, the dog don't give a shit. Why do I have to deal with the dog? I can just knock this shit over.
Going down the well simulator 2021, I'd play that Tirith.
I have to go back down the well again because it's apparently the only way to get water. I have to go down the well.
What's your second favorite beer after Guinness Ghostblade? John Smith's? Oh, is that a real thing? I don't know nothing about them European beers. We got them American beers here. Also, I don't drink, but that's not the point.
Might as well. Kicked over those little rock piles like you asked. Now give me that shard or I'll knock over this nest too.
You smashed... I can't do it now. You smashed fairy shrines? Good, good. Take it. We don't want your trash.
Now I have to get back to the fucking swamp.
I don't want to do the Mickey Mouse voice anymore tonight.
I think I'm done with him, so.
I mean, how much is this game? It's got a pretty good amount of content, I think. $19.99.
And you didn't pay that much for it. You bought it on sale.
I did buy it on sale, yeah. It's not bad. $20 for like a completely hand-drawn game like this. I think that's pretty good.
Stick totems. These animated wooden effigies seem engaged in a ritualistic dance. They march in stiff patterns around a reflective piece of glass embedded in the soft ground. You lean in for a better look, just long enough to make out the shard's mirrored surface reflecting the ghostly image of the moon. You think to reach in and grab it, but the swinging limbs of the dancing totems are too dense and quick. Out of the way, you overgrown twigs. Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bubble. A moonlight globe. Okay. How do I make that?
Yeah.
Totemic moondrop.
Totemic moondrop.
And glitter bomb. Fuck would I get something like that?
Yeah, totemic moondrop. I don't know.
Do I have to kill one of those dudes to get it?
Which
I've never killed one of these stick dudes before.
Oh, I don't know.
Going all at a time somewhere over here, right? I guess they've all just respawned over there. Nope, there's a dude here. Yep.
Nice.
Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bauble. You cast the glowing globe into the ritual circle and watch as the wooden effigies suddenly lose coordination and knock their wooden limbs into each other. You take the opportunity to slip between their tall frames and snatch the mirror shard before their frenzied dance begins anew. Alright.
Is that the third one?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Van Halen, that's another one that's like perfect for like a band name, for that specific kind of band name, you know. It's like an iconic name. It's just like, is it iconic because the band was iconic, or was it already like fodder for a good band name? Chicken and the egg kind of scenario, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, like, me too, Ghostblade, like...
You would assume that was a fake name.
Yeah, like, it seems, like, Van Halen seems like you don't know what it means, but then what does Def Leppard mean, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it just seems like that kind of name, like Led Zeppelin, Def Leppard, Van Halen, but Van Halen's the dude's actual fucking name. Have you found any of the mirror shards? I wonder where they could be. You gingerly hand over the broken glass shards to the maiden. She's careful not to cut herself on the razor-sharp edges as she slots them into the mirror frame. The pieces click into place perfectly, and the surface of the mirror ripples like water on a lake. The ripples calm, settling into the form of a pristine crystal mirror. She gazes into the mirror with awe. Look, it's as good as new. Oh! The maiden's reflection ripples and morphs into the visage of a handsome young man. My love, is that you? Overcome with joy, a fresh stream of tears rolls down her cheeks. I can't believe my eyes. I don't understand. What happened? Where are you? I'm imprisoned inside my own head. It's horrible here. You have to get me out. You went to the snake, didn't you? Why would you do something so stupid?
How'd you ever
get to be so stupid? Listen to me, my love. I have a confession to make. I'm not actually that good of a musician. What are you talking about? You were so beautiful up in your balcony. A bum like me can never get your attention. So I asked the snake to help me out a little. I thought I could protect myself from the snake's hypnotic gaze with this magic mirror, but then you went and broke the darn thing. I didn't break it. It slipped out of my hand. Wait, don't put this on me. How could you be so irresponsible?
One problem at a time, children. We fixed the mirror, so it should be able to break the snake's spell now.
Yes. Oh, you have no idea how unbearable it is being stuck here. There's nothing but awful poetry and song lyrics that don't even rhyme. Please, Granny, take the mirror. I can hardly stand to look at this buffoon any longer. Babe, wait! Oh, man. Ghostblade says, what beers do you have there? County Dog? Is that... I've never heard of County Dog, but I wouldn't be surprised. I really don't know, other than, like, you know...
Budweiser.
Bud Light and Busch Light and... natty light, which is like the bottom of the barrel kind of stuff, and then you got stuff like what's that? Corona's one.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't know anything beyond like big ones like that. Sam Adams, that's commercials you used to see all the time.
Named after a president.
Was he president?
Sam Adams?
Was he president? I thought he was just one of the
I think he was.
founding fathers.
Was Jefferson third?
I don't know.
Sudden dread grips the snake as you swing the shimmering mirror to meet his eyes.
Hang on. Yeah, he was governor of Massachusetts, but he was never president.
Okay.
Sudden dread grips the snake as you swing the shimmering mirror to meet his eyes. The mind-altering patterns of his gaze are reflected back to him. Slowly but steadily, the snake leans closer and closer to the surface of the mirror. His forked tongue flicks against the glass and then disappears beyond it. It's so beautiful. Like a length of rope being pulled through an eyelet, the snake rushes forward and vanishes into his own reflection.
The mirror jolts and bucks out of your hand, clattering to the ground. You stoop down, careful not to look too deeply. Hidden in the reflection of the mirror's surface, you can faintly make out a tiny wriggling shape trapped just beyond the veil of this world. The soul of the snake. Okay, so that's the first four, so let's head back and see them. Okay, the souls of the bear, leech, snake, and ox jostle in your satchel with fearful energies. That's that, then. I better get these back home to the goat before he ransacks the rest of the place. Which is exactly what I was saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I would love to leave. Do I have dialogue with them? Okay.
They're working things out.
Is he in here? Yes. Okay. The goat rears its head at the sight of you. Its hooves pound the ground excitedly.
Most excellent. I can sense the presence of spirits about you. You must have captured the souls I've asked for.
No small task, I can tell you that. Just what do you plan on doing with them?
Oh, this and that. Nothing you must concern yourself with. What's important is that you are one step closer to fulfilling your contract with me. Just go ahead and place them into the shrine over there. I'll take care of the rest. The goat shakes its head towards a carved relief at the back of the room, grinning in a horrible way that no goat should.
As you bring the stuffed bear close to the carved stone relief in the wall, it spontaneously bursts into flames in your hands, burning away until only a harsh red stone remains. The stone zips out of your grasp and straight into a socket on the wall, buzzing like some angry insect. You are buffeted by flashes of the bear's wrath, drunken roaring, cowering bodies, splintered wood, the smell of honey. As with the first, the mummified husk of the leech turns to ash as you bring it close to the wall, leaving only a glowing orb in its place. Images of the leech slither into your mind, the prick of a needle, the drip, drip, drip of draining fluids, soothing words, restless sleep. Prismatic colors flash through your head at the thought of the snake, secrets lapped up by a forked tongue, whispers beneath the sound of festivities. The ox brings with him the overbearing heat of the midday sun, the salty tang of sweat in the soil, suffering, sacrifice, solitude.
The story, Ghostblade, is that we are a witch in the woods, and we woke up, and we don't really know how long we've been asleep.
Yeah.
And there's a goat on our property here who says we made a deal with him to go and collect these souls to save this lady on this altar who's asleep. We don't know who she is yet, but basically we're running around this map, making potions and amulets and all kinds of witchy stuff to solve issues in the different stories.
Yeah, like, we have, like, selective amnesia or some shit. Like, we remember being a witch. Like, that's not weird to us. Like, knowing... Like, for real, when we wake up, we're like, oh, I need to go look through my spell book. But then we're like, well, this fucking goat ate all the spells out of my spell book.
Right. So as you play the game, you gain back your memory of the spells.
But, like, we still don't know who this lady is.
Yeah, but basically it's just, like, crafting and puzzle solving to complete each story.
I like it a lot so far. Like, the art's really nice, and the gameplay is fun.
The design and everything is really fucking nice. The story's pretty cool, too. I like the story a lot.
You step away from the shrine and its smoldering stones. Your burdens suddenly feel much lighter. Beside you, the sleeping maiden stirs in her slumber, but does not wake.
Now then, you've had a very long day. Why don't you get some rest? Tomorrow we shall pick up bright and early.
Yes, I am quite tired. I'm actually less tired than when we started. Because that's how it fucking works.
So yeah, that's the first 4 souls.
Yeah, so I think that's a good place to stop. Because if you're right and it's...
I think it's 7. I think they said 7 souls that you have to get.
Okay, the sleeping maiden. Collect... I think it's 8.
Oh, okay.
Because I have 4 more here.
The cat, the rat, the fish, and the ram. Interesting. Okay. So again, yeah, it's,
So I don't know. Maybe I can finish this up in one more stream. I thought it... Well, I said it would probably take me 3.
Yeah. So what is your... So, like, tomorrow I'm going to play more Amnesia.
Yeah.
Then what are you going to do Wednesday?
I'm going to play some random Itch.io stuff I downloaded.
Okay.
Like, just do a little variety stream.
Yeah, so tomorrow, more Amnesia, and then for real this week, Wednesday and Thursday, I think we're both going to play some random little stuff on Itch.io.
Oh, I forgot to remind you to look at that one game I was talking about before the stream.
Oh, I'm going to look at that when we get off here. Alright, everybody, we will see you tomorrow. Hope everybody is having a chill October so far, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow. As aforementioned. Goodbye.
Bye.